Okay, I wanted to give everyone a status update I felt adventurous and I wanted to put number boards inside this F7 unit. I'm converting it to DCC and I've already done the other side. If you can focus for me, focus. Come on. Sorry about that, guys. Turned out pretty good and it has an LED light in it. So I want to show you how I'm doing this. Okay, so I've already dug it out. The original plastic I dug out using these type of bits. The missing one is the one I use. I use it in a Dremel. And what you do is you just gouge it out, and you've got to either put it on a vise, or if you have a very steady shotgun hand, hold it in your hand and hold your breath as you're doing it. So say hold your breath, not that you just mess up or anything, but hold your breath because you're less likely to shake, okay? And you just simply drill it out. You just carve it. It literally just carves it out. Notice how I was very careful, okay? And then what I did was you can either do this with a permanent marker. I went and put black around the edges, on the inside edges, not the outside trim, okay? What that does is it helps with the light leaks, and then they'll still have a little bit of light leaks, but what you'll do is you'll go with your glue, and with the screwdriver, you'll fix all that. So I'm still working on the other side, but I wanted to show you how I'm doing this. What I did was I went and went on a graphic program, matched the font, and I printed these myself. I created these on a graphic program. You can do any kind of a vector program, not a raster. Raster is anything built in Photoshop, because if you do a raster, it's going to look fuzzy. You want a vector program like Illustrator or something that has kind of a clip arty kind of thing, and then you create them. These are all my practice sheets. And so you print them out on an inkjet printer. And what I did was, the type of paper I used was a decal paper. It's called adhesive, I don't know this is right side up or what. Computer graphics, clear adhesive backed film for inkjet. Purchased that at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I printed a few of these, and these peel right off. Okay, they peel right off. For this, it's because it's translucent, and it's what works best. After you peel it off, you cut it out, you peel it off, you want to then place it on just a white sheet of paper with typing paper. Tape it on that, because that's going to be your reflection lens. You could paint translucent back there, but I really don't want to put more paint on it. So I just take that, stick it on there, and then cut it out again. Okay, get it? You make these in your graphic vector program using vector images, not raster. Raster is anything Photoshop. Okay, Photoshop's fine, but if you print this out in Photoshop, it's going to be very blurry unless you've got it like at a good size. Okay, and you print that out on this inkjet paper, peel off the back, and put it on a white typing paper, cut it out again, and then you proceed to, I've just got this on some glue stick here, but I usually seal it down with CA glue. But I'm just going to do I'm just aligning it. Then I'm going to show you how it works. Okay. I apologize for all the blurriness. Okay. See if we get this focus here. All right. And so here I'm going to take my tiny 300C and just kind of pop it right on there carefully. This is not going to be permanent. I'm just doing this for illustration how I'm doing this. And you kind of move it around and drop it in that inset right there, okay? Just make it kind of sit there. Mash it in, see how it's going to fit. And I did measure this with mics, like a millimeter mics. So I did measure this down to the millimeter. And so now I have, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to test this. Set it down carefully because that's going to probably pop off. I am going to test this on with my digital tweezers. Okay, make sure I didn't ruin anything. Make sure it's going to work. Digital tweezers will save you lots of time, so that way you don't have to all wire it up, but you kind of get an idea what it's going to look like. What it does, it shoots a quick burst and doesn't burn out the LED. By the way, the LEDs I used were from here. They're pre-wired SMD, and they don't have any resistors on them. 402 warm whites, okay? Red wire, black wire, and they're warm white, 0402s. So I want to turn on I've already got my digital tweezers on. And so what I am going to do is kind of rig this right here on these tweezers. It's going to send a light burst, and I'm hoping you can see it when I put these two on here. It kind of gives me an idea if this is going to work, how it's going to work out, how it's going to look, if I need to make any alterations. There you go. You see it? Hold on, let's try it again. There you go. Check it out. See that burst? Now that's really bright, but I'm going to use like 20 resistors of 20, and it's going to look really good, and I'm going to set the intensity. But see how that looks? And any kind of light that shows up on the other side, it's showing through the shell, I'll paint black back there, okay, on the inside of the shell. So that's how I did it. Yeah, I was really brave doing that, but I just felt like I guess Dr. Strange, I don't know. But I wanted to share with everyone that's how I'm doing this, and that's what this is going to look like. It's going to look really great. Again, this is going to be a DCC Loc sound, and these were stock, and I just carved it out, and I printed out my own number boards, and it's going to look great. So that's where we stand. And again, I'm using digital tweezers to give me an idea what it's going to look like. All right, cool. Talk to y'all later. More to come, maybe this weekend.